We're going to be listening to our last but not the least speaker who will be speaking to us on the 21st century educational skills. She is Dr. Mrs. Dideolu. She's an education influencer, an advocate, author, education management expert, school quality improvement and development strategist, a trainer, and a public speaker and convener of a number of training programs for stakeholders. She is a certified management consultant, CMC, and fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants, IMC. She is the director of studies at Forest Gate Education Management Academy, offering school administration courses and other courses for stakeholders. She is the CEO and also the lead consultant for Forest Gate Global Consult, FGC, Management and Education Consulting Firm, and the lead convener Bring Back Primary 6 Movement, BBP6M, an advocacy group concerned with ensuring children complete the process of primary education at the appropriate age and be future ready. This has been replicated in many states in Nigeria and still gaining more ground. She is a seasoned educator and consultant with almost 40 years in the education industry, over 2 decades in classroom and school leadership, and over a decade in management and education consultant. She has been awarded by several organizations and institutions in recognition of her passionate contributions in the education industry. She is on the board of a number of schools in Nigeria. She is a public speaker, a coach, trainer, mentor, and lifelong learner. She is passionate about process, procedure, and standard. She is a graduate of the prestigious University of Lagos, Akoka, for both her first and second degrees with foundation in both NCE and grade 2 teachers education. She is also a Christian leader and is happily married with 4 amazing children. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with a wonderful applause, Dr. Mrs. Dideolu. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Because of our time, I'd like to stand in the existing protocol. I'd like to appreciate Honorable Olaiton Williams for this awesome time. I have actually been school. I'll tell you, I've learned so much. You know, incidentally, I had my NC in agricultural science. I come from an agricultural background. My daddy used to have a poultry, big poultry in Ogun State there, you know. And then we got into all of the poultry stuff, and you know, fishery is, you know, coming up, and I got to know about oceanography school so many years back because one of my senior sisters attended that. I was like, fishery, is there anything like that? You know, those days it looks like, what is this? Because even the government don't make some of these institutions look very important. Yes. We make them look like it's rubbish, it's nothing, it's a not-do-well person, a failure, who should go there, who should study that kind of course. I think we really need to do a lot of mind reorientation, especially from, you know, from the government point and even from, I mean, to us as citizens. There is no institution that is useless. Every place is expected to prepare and to produce citizens, you know, that will be useful in their community. So I appreciate Honorable Olaiton once again and all the special guys who have done justice to what they have done. I was like, how is it going to be? I hope there's not going to be too much of repetition, but I tell you nothing. Everybody has been on point. Well done, well done, sir. Objective of this section is for teachers to identify the 21st century skills and how it works in teaching. To come to terms with the characteristics of the 21st century teachers, create a plan of how to acquire and improve on the 21st century skills, then reflect on the areas of review for improved practice and performance. Listen, you can always do better wherever you are. And the best competitor that you have is yourself. The best competitor is yourself. The best person for you to compare yourself with is yourself. What was your last performance? That is your competition. Your ability to improve upon your last performance makes you the best. When you are doing that, you are naturally going to beat some people. That was not your aim. It was not your plan to beat anybody. But what you wanted to do is to beat yourself. But when you beat yourself, you will naturally be what? Be beating others. So it's important for us to do review. Next slide. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it, according to Malcolm. It is a passport. Listen. We see in our nation we have, some of our tribes have been deprived of education, and that is why they are where they are, and that's why they are being used for what they use them for. Because the passport to the future, the passport to tomorrow has been denied them. They have been made to see that education is a waste and it does not have value. I listened, as I was coming this morning in one of the groups, I listened to a young boy, Sunny, who was talking, one of the victims of the Boko Haram, who was talking and was saying education is it. Because children who were kidnapped and were traumatized, they were also engaged or recruited into killing and the rest. When they come out, they don't want to do anything than what they have seen or what they were exposed to. Except the government to be intentional and deliberate in ensuring that these children's minds are reorientated and they are given education for them to see the other side of life. We will see the way where we are. I tell you, no matter what brilliant or what brilliant plans we have, education is key. So it's a passport for the future, and the people that can get this are those who are prepared. And then the most important task of teaching is guiding the total growth and development of young people. Do we all agree? Yes. That's the most important task of getting younger ones ready to become functional, useful, competent, well-adjusted, and sociable citizens of their families and the society at large. Isn't it? Yes. That's the reason for which everybody goes to school. If not, all of our children could have been at home. And that's why those who are at home, like we're talking about some of our people outside here in the north, that's why they are not sociable, you understand? Because the education that would have afforded them the opportunity to be useful, to be functional, sociable, and is denied. So, as we get to class to teach your biology, to teach your chemistry and teach your English, teach your numeracy and literacy, know that what you are offering that child is opportunity to be functional in life. Opportunity to be functional in life. To be useful. To also be accommodated, well adjusted, so that when they find themselves, I am in a classroom of AC, and I find myself in a classroom where there is hot, there is no AC, well adjusted. That I can be in a place that is AC and cool, and I can also survive in a place that is what? That is not well adjusted. So let this be known to children. That is what education does. And creativity doesn't just exist from anywhere. Creativity is just what you know to do and doing it in a different way, isn't it? That's it. And so who is a teacher? We all know. A school teacher, commonly called educator, a person who helps them to acquire what? Knowledge, competence, or virtue via the practice of what? Teaching. That's what the teacher does. And the teacher can be, he may not just be in the preschool, the elementary, and the college, even at the university, at the technical schools, vocational schools. Everybody is the what? It's a teacher. We are teaching passing knowledge. And that's the school they teach either. The next teachers are our greatest public servants. They spend their lives educating young people and shaping our nation for what tomorrow. I thank God for what she said, that the way teachers are, houses for teachers. And when houses are built for teachers, it is not only government teachers alone that are teachers. There are also teachers in the private sector. So when there are housing schemes, it should not be narrowed to government schools alone. Yes, there are also private schools. High pay private school, middle pay, no fee pay. Everybody can ask your teacher because the government cannot employ all of us. They cannot employ all of us. So some private investors decide to put money, and so if there is a facility to be enjoyed by the sector, it should be open to everyone. As long as there is a letter to testify, there is a place to fill, and your qualification you have. Because this is where we cannot, if we begin to do ostracize ourselves in our system, in our sector, we are going to go a long way to do a lot of things wrong. And so, please, government, God will help you and help all of us. 21st century teacher, It's not just a facilitator any longer. You know, we say, I'm a facilitator, that's one of the 21st century skills. You are not just a facilitator alone, but you are also responsible to train the students for increasing employability. Employer what? I mean, of what joy is it for you to produce a style that cannot be employed? We get to hear today that we produce graduates that are not employable. And a lot of us feel that it's school because it's the higher institution that have problem. No, it is the primary and secondary school that have problem. Any graduate that is not employable, that cannot write the CV, cannot write application, cannot do anything. The university does not teach you how to write a letter. It is the primary school and secondary school that gives you that skill to write. And so, if you don't apply it there, you get to be that is garbage, come in, do whatever, you carry your certificate and go. You're on your own. But because it's the certificate that they take out to go and look for job, they said the graduate produced by that university is not employable. It is the graduates that have a foundation in primary and secondary school that is not employable. So we really need to do better. How? We encourage our parents to take our children away from primary 3, from age 8, to go to from 1 because it's brilliant. He can recite. This child is gifted. Yes, I don't have any issue with gifted children. I don't. I love it. But I just operated outside this shop is the fact that child is exposed to that gift area, that gifted area, and the child is also allowed to interact with the classmates and the age mates. See, attend normal numeracy class with the other children, where that child is also given opportunity to be flying in that aspect. And you know what's really easy? Children who are gifted, you know what? They are gifted only in one area, narrow road. I don't think I've ever. They are good in one area, narrow. But what school and proper education does is give them what? A broader view. Ability for them to relate with every one of them. So, to also expand the mind of the children, growing digital citizens, critical thinking, creativity, and well-sustainable learning. This is our responsibility now. Not just come and facilitate learning. You are facilitating learning in addition to ensuring that from primary school, this child is already acquiring skills that can make this child to be employable. What are those skills that can make them to be? There are soft skills and there are hard skills. Some of the soft skills they start acquiring from early in the year. How to tolerate others, how to relate with others, how to show empathy. If you cannot show empathy, if you look at fish inside the water and just throw normally 20 that's lack of empathy. It is not just human that we don't show empathy to. We don't even show empathy to other organisms around us. Even the organisms in the blue economy, we kill them with a chemical, and we make the water inhabitable, and even make the organism there not consumable. So we need to. So as you teach in the class, please, I beg you by the message of God. Know that you are not just only teaching that subject that you are a specialist in, but you are teaching them, these children, the skill that will make them to be able to, make profit in life, progress in life, perform in life, expand their mind. A child does say, I really want to be so many things in life. When they are younger, they want to be medical doctors, they want to be lawyers, they want to be everything. They start want to be everything. They want to be everything until they become like me. Then they will become something. One of them, I want to be a doctor. Don't say, I really want to be a singer, I want to be an actor, I really want to be so many things. But let me just keep what? Keep going. And that's what we matter. Adults, teachers. They want to do so many things. How do we guide them? How do we help them? Not imposing. You guide. So a guide is different from imposing. You don't do imposition. You look at the talent of the children and begin to guide them in that. I'm not parent because I have an hospital, I'm a medical doctor, I want them to be. And this child does not want to be a medical doctor. This one wants to be a singer. I don't know what would have happened to Falana and the son first. That made him to go and read law. He read law. Is he practicing law? No. You understand? This boy has decided to fulfill the father's desire. But after getting to that stage, he went his way. So we have a responsibility. So the 21st century skill for teaching is a tool. That 21st century skills are tools that can be universally applied to enhance ways of thinking, learning, working, and living in the world. They are tools. The 21st century skills are what? Tools to help us, to enhance our what? Thinking and learning, great, working and living in the world. Yes, next slide. There are 4 basic pillars of teaching. You know, every teacher is committed to personality. Your personality matters in your classroom as you teach in everything you do. Take care of yourself, project yourself. Who are you? Introvert, extrovert? Are you a sanguine? You know, all of them. Just think of who you are. All of this matter in the way you teach children, because the way you are, in your own personality, the same thing the children that you are teaching are. They say you may be an introvert, and the child you are taking is an extrovert, and of course an extrovert will manifest. I mean, they will manifest, and then because you are an introvert, you start feeling like what kind of rubbish is this? This child behaving like this. Tolerant permits you to say an extrovert will always be what? An extrovert. And you that is an introvert must maturely know how to what? Manage that extrovert. Your personality, your presence. You wonder what is presence. Some of us are teachers, we are physically present, but we are not what? Spiritually by your spirit present. When we are thinking of, I don't have money, I want to exchange your money. How am I going to be here in the class? We are teaching science. As you are writing on the board, you are thinking of, God, that guy needs to be. You know, you are physically present, but what? By mind, you are what? For you to do a wonderful job as a teacher, you must be what? Physically and what? Mindly present. That's your presence. And then you must prepare. You must do what? Prepare. The only preparation makes you to have success now. Poor preparation makes what? Leads to what? Poor performance. You don't prepare, you don't deliver. So you must, what is the delivery for us as teachers? Plan your lesson. Have a good understanding of the curriculum that you are teaching. Do research, have content, know the content that you are delivering, and come into the classroom like somebody who is ready to deliver. That is your preparation. Then passion. Passion has been spoken about severally today. Passion is your zeal. That is the energy. What makes you to go all the way and to do almost anything. Passion is necessary. If you don't have it, you try to do whatever, you can't do nothing. No passion, you will just be in class and you will be talking like a statue. Today, we shall look at, and you see when you ask one of them to get up and answer, you say, today we shall look at, you start getting angry. Why did you get angry? They gave to you what? What they gave. If you want to get energy, you must show swag. You must be energetic. You must deliver with energy. And then you will get what? You get it back. You know, so there are some elements in teaching. You have the learning objectives, how you assess the learning, then your instructional activities. I know we know a lot of this, it's just a lot of recap. And then your teaching style, delegation, discussion, the rest. So delegate is to allow the children to be what? To be involved. Give them things to do. Discussion is for them to share opinions and ideas. And then when you direct, you are giving them what? Instruction. These are the key. These are key teaching styles that we cannot toy with. It is on this delegation, discuss, and direct that all other forms of teaching method comes. Then 21st century skill. We are all very familiar. It is intended to help students to keep up their lighting pace, today's modern market, to gain skill for them to be able to be functional. Then, can you do these 2 slides? We have like 12 main 21st century skills, and these are further divided into 3. We have the learning skills, literacy skills, and then the life skills. You know, the learning skills are the major one. For everything that has happened today, you would have seen that learning skill was demonstrated. That was communication, isn't it? That was communication. And there was also creativity in the delivery of everybody who has spoken today. And you also see collaboration, ideas pulling from each other, and then critical thinking. That has also, all of these are key in mental knowledge acquisition. Then the literacy skill talks about the media, the technology, and then how to be able to see. Each time, you know, when you get to Google, if you just put in one thing, you will get 1001. But the ability to be able to decode which is correct is what you have in what in literacy. And that is what we should teach them. We should let the children be able to know what is right. When you are sourcing for information, when you are researching for something, know what you have to look out for. If not, you will take anything. So it's important for us. And the life skill talks so much about flexibility, initiative, productivity, social skill. All of these are key in the things we do. Because when you do this life skill, what does it do? It allows the children to know your way is not always the best way. That's what life skill talks about. Tolerance. Your way is not what? Always the best way. And you must be ready to admit that you are wrong. This is part of the things we must teach children. Listen to other people. And when you are wrong, some of them feel so terrible when they are wrong. Some will even go to commit suicide. If they find out that they are wrong, they feel that they should always be right. Teach them. It is part of living to also be wrong and to be what? And be right. When you are wrong, go back to the drawing board and know what you have done wrong. So that's what the life does for us. And the British Council and Tony Governor came out with this most critical 21st century skill. It's a communication and collaboration, creativity and innovation, critical thinking and problem solving, student leadership and leading by influence, citizenship, digital literacy, agility and adaptability, initiative and entrepreneurialism, assessing and analyzing information. That in all of the skills, these are key for us to ensure that we make available for the children. It is important for us to ensure that we are ready. If you are not equipped with the skill, you can't give it. You need to ensure that you get yourself ready and then you are able to move. Then there was a research that was done in Nigeria by some CEOs of big organizations. The Commissioner of Education, the present Commissioner of Education, Dideolu, was present. And what was it about? The prayers of people are saying, they were, the education space asked, what do you want in an employee? If there are CVs or there is a vacancy, what are you going to be on the lookout for? And they sat down, they started discussing. They said, learnability. Anybody who is coming to work for us, for me, must have the ability to want to continue to learn. Not somebody who say, I'm a degree holder and it is closed. I've gone to school. That is all. Some of them, simple tests are given to them, even as they get into that company. Some things are carelessly placed for them to open their inner eyes and see and correct. Some will walk past it as if it does not concern them. And they don't know that their interview already started as soon as they come. From the gate man, the interview starts. So all of this is learnability, ability to learn, not that you know it. Creativity and innovation. How do you do the normal things you do in a different way? Then how do you introduce something new completely? Critical thinking and problem solving, student learnability, creative solutions. Every organization and business have problems, isn't it? Yes. I remember when she was talking, he said he wanted to go to Trace Alaba and he left, and he saw problem first. And from the problem, he decided to what? Bring solution. Listen, you will be successful in life if you are a problem solver. The only thing that will make you a millionaire, trillionaire, is for what? To solve problems. If you can't solve problems, forget it. Not even Yahoo will give you money. Because that one does not go for life. Only time. When the season comes, it goes. But when you solve the problem, even if it's 1 naira you are collecting from that community, you will find that your 1 naira is what? Hardening up. It's hardening up. Before you know what is happening, you become what? A millionaire. From one boat, you don't have how many boats? 20 boats. You think it's a small bit? No. It's not. When you identify a problem, you provide solution, there won't be a way out. Then critical thinking skills, digital literacy, ability to be able to use the Microsoft package. Do all that you must be able to do. Design thinking, that degree, they said degree is just merely paper. Your degree that you carry up and down. is what? Paper. The only thing that will make me to know that you have a degree is your delivery, your content, how you do the job. If you cannot show me how you do the job, and because I won't give you time to come in, to come and do the job before I know you can do it, I want to see some little things you can do as soon as you come into my premise, you come into my business space. What did you observe? What can you do? What problem do you immediately see? How well do you put solution to this? Then that makes me to know that this person does not just have a certificate, a paper, but can what? Can deliver, even with that paper. And then literacy and numeracy skill. This is key everywhere. Tell your children they want to be artists, they want to sing. Math and English is what? Is necessary. For anyone who wants to draw, you need to do dimension. There is a space that you want to put the head, and there is a space that the body can be. That is math. For people who are in the sporting area, football, how many steps do you take before you score a goal at different points? You are calculating, you are doing math. So it's key. Grit and resilience, not giving up. Customer service skill, showing empathy. You don't just look at, listen, customer is king anywhere in the world. The moment any business owner decides to treat customers anyhow, that is the end of that business. That business has ended, or has ended, it has ended. Finished. So customer is key. And then the can-do spirit or can-do attitude. They say they're looking for staff who always think when there's a problem, they don't think, how are we going to do this? Yes, we can work around this. So I just give you some few minutes. I'll talk with my team and we'll get back to you. Can-do attitude. You know, collaboration, public speaking. Because you always get to talk to people about the things that you do, employability skill. And, you know, and so for us as teachers, basically like this, the skills of the 21st century teacher, just like I said, taking out of all that we have said, you must be creative and innovative, you must be able to collaborate with others. Listen, it is not compulsory that you are the only one that will teach all the topic in that subject that you are a major. It is not compulsory. There are areas in that your course that that does not come naturally for you. I'm a science person. I did agree in my history and I did biology in my first degree. You see, my biology person. But chemistry is not my friend. And you know how chemistry decided to marry itself with all of those subjects. And so I have to compulsorily by the last. I have to settle down with chemistry, if not, I will not have the certificate I have today. And so when I was in class, the regular class, and I had to teach basic science. And we got to the place we have to do balancing of equation, you remember in day school. I look at my chemistry major colleague, who is good, I said, I got to that point. I will teach it, I can teach it, but I don't want to just teach it. I want the children to have that basic knowledge. Please, can we swap class? What do you have now? Oh, free, awesome. So come to my class, I want to teach balancing equation. My children will pass that topic in question. Who will take the glory? I will just do that. They will not know that it is not music audition that I came to teach it. Because I'm the one. So you don't begin to struggle where you have resources around you. That's collaboration. Look at the people around you that can fit into that job. You know, be a global citizen. Ensure that you are able to accommodate critically technology literacy, competence, lifelong learning. These things you cannot run away from, and it is important for us to ensure that we get that. And so, yes, for a 21st century educator, you must build relationships with your students, with your colleagues, with your boss. You need it. You must be a learner, always ready to work, to learn new things, always ready. You must be inclusive. Don't ostracize children because Jeremiah's mommy did not give me gift last session. Babydele's mom only gave me Anki. Daughter's dad gave me mom. But Toyi's mom gave me 6 years Ankara. And so you can't decide to put them in there. You're your own. You're your own. Do you know that all of those gifts, they are not necessary? As a matter of fact, the parents don't have any right to give you those gifts. The only right they have is pay the school fees. And the school will pay you salary. This must have. So when we begin to use such things as the major content of the way we relate to children, they are committing a crime. They are committing a crime. And it's important we get it straight. So if somebody gives you Anki 50 naira. It's not even 50 naira again. The thing is, it has gone up. Appreciate it with somebody's sweat. And you cannot relate to that person's child based on that is important. So be inclusive, don't put any child. If you have some children that are able differently, differently able. Don't say you cannot work very well. You can't work very well. See that here. And those of you that go, bring everybody together. You must be inclusive. You must reflect on the things that you have done. Network. Your network is your net worth. Do you know? Your network is your net worth. If you don't have network, you don't have people, you don't relate, your bank account will be very red. So you must be innovative, be a leader, be a storyteller, be a designer, be an artist. You are everything on the stage as a teacher. You are an artist, you are a designer, you are a storyteller. There is a story to tell in every subject and topic. Don't tell me it's abstract. Who said, if you don't have, go to YouTube, begin to just put that topic there, you will see video. Watch the video and come and narrate the story. Relate the story to the things that you have to teach the children. They love it when you come in from that story and they will listen to you. And so, engage in problem solving. Look at problems around. Then use cooperative learning. They are talking about how to improve or acquire the 21st century skill. Then belong to a community. I think somebody said, maybe my lady that spoke, yes, the entrepreneur, said something about collaborating. About having a mentor. Belong to a committee. And I think she also said something about, do we have a group of teachers, association of teachers outside Nigeria? Do you know you can start it? Do you know that in groups that you have? How many of us know Ebenezer? Or the Yes. Do you know that guy has almost 100 groups and he has people outside Nigeria? Yes. You can leverage on his skill, on his group, and then begin to put forth something. So many people are in that group, they are just silent. They are only some are quiet and not even reading. Some are quiet and reading. I don't know which of them you belong to. There is too much information in his group. Some are there, like glucose, and some are there as vibrating like chemical that is put inside something else. I don't know which one you are, but you can determine which one that you really want to do. Because the blue economy needs you to really wake up. Listen, we have it in the curriculum now. They do fishery. What do we have in the school? The Montessori skill, Montessori content can also expose children to some of these things from the beginning. As you get to the elementary class, start introducing them to things that have to do with water. What you have in water, that you can build house inside water. And they believe you can build house inside water. Oh my God, that would be awesome. You can have a train park. And it's happening now. In some countries, you have a train park, inside water. Tell these children, open their mind. When you open their mind, they now begin to look for impossibilities and look for possibility out of the world. The impossibility. But if you don't create such thing, they will never be able to what? To come around to want to begin to think critically. So belong to a community. Training and continuous learning. You can't stop it. The education of a man is never completed until what? He dies. That's what Robert said. You must be very intentional. Listen, you have heard about blue economy. Some of our teachers have been bringing children to this conference severally. Have we ever taken time to even dive into the blue economy? Have you? Take time to research and see. Thank God for what you have had today. Do you know you can make a path that will fetch fishing money, even out of the blue economy, where you see do your job? So it's important that we get to do that. Then use portfolios. This is providing techniques for evaluating learning. Assessment. Your children can assess you. Your colleague can assess you. So that helps you. Because that's where you will see, am I improving on my 21st century skill? What level am I? Oh, I was at level before ChatGPT came in. Have you explored ChatGPT yet? How many people have exploited it? Or explored it? Oh, 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, oh, well done. But we still have a whole lot. Waiting. Go to Google. Just to ChatGPT. Go and read first. And then go to YouTube. You will see things that will blow your mind. Then take initiative. Think what? Don't listen, don't wait for your school to always tell you what to do. You are too gifted to wait and sit down like water in the ice block in a bowl or in a cup. Economy is giving you so much. You have too much energy and fire in you. You must keep bubbling with life. So take initiative. Look at what to do. These are ways for you to improve on your skill. And practice what? Practice. You can never be wrong when you practice. Just like do personal studies. See? The blue economy is giving you so much what you can do. You can do your English vegetable gardening, you can do your fish, you can do your poultry, you can do your whatever. You can even be, you can have your poultry small and you're the one nurturing those chicks to give you the egg that you eat, even if it's the one that you eat in your house alone. The way that you want to eat, even if it is for your own alone. The ugu for your own alone, at least you will reduce the people going to the market to go and buy. And then you keep moving. Yes? Technology will replace teachers. But teachers who use technology will probably replace teachers who do not. Abi? Yes. And then the technology will not replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of a great teacher can be what? Can lead to transformation. So who are yes, that's like that. So in conclusion, change is not coming. Change is not what? It is not coming. It has what? It has arrived. And not just arrive in big form. Arrive to consume, absorb, and take off anybody who does not want to alight. You must embrace change. Be ready for change. Change is here. Change is here. I've been working in that place for so long. They don't do anything. Have you added anybody to this? Have you added anybody? If you do not have value, they cannot give you. You think an employer is not paying for the effort? Nobody is paying for effort. They are paying for results. If you cannot deliver, then you don't get it. You don't get it. Nobody's paying for. But we are trying. I don't want to know if you are trying. I'm not paying for trying. I am paying for work. So parents pay school fees for you to come and try and continue and when they write why you tell them and they say we try. That's not what you pay for. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for that explicit session.
Touching life.